Come into today riding a 14-match winning streak, a streak that obviously started after dropping the opener to Houston, the conference opener to Houston. How much did the first match against Houston play into your preparation and focus going into today?
I think since that loss, we've just been focused every match, and we've been taking one day at a time. I don't know if any of us have been focused on how many in a row we've won or even who we play next. The idea is that we're going to run the table, and that's what we've been talking about. We're going to win out, and we're going into the tournament as deep as we possibly can. But it's a one day at a time issue.
For
You're
the
obviously
players,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, can I answer that question? Okay. For the players, I think it was a lot of fuel for the fire. Like, we went to their house and did not perform the way we know we can. And so with them coming to our house, it was fuel for the fire to just beat them and beat them bad. And we dropped the third set, but, you know, we came back in the fourth and we handled business.
How long did the first match against Houston stick with you?
It's still with me. I mean, you know, I've told you before, as much as I enjoy winning, I hate losing more. I hate losing more than I love winning, and we all love to win. We're all competitors. So that loss, it was hard for me. And Avery, actually the story is Avery approached me the next day in the airport because I couldn't speak. That night I couldn't get off the bus. When they went to eat, dropped them off, I couldn't move, I couldn't see straight. And the next day Avery came up and she was like, look, shit happens. It happens, and we're athletes, and it's not going to happen again, and you have to trust that. She said a few other things, and I've always trusted her, and I've always believed in her wholeheartedly. So I mean, she made me laugh, which was appropriate and needed to happen, and it broke the ice. But when we got to Tulane, that's where we were headed next. We had a pretty intense practice. I think everybody was very focused in that practice. We got a lot of work done, and we started to roll the next day. We beat Tulane up that day, and from then, we've not turned back, and we're not going to turn back.
I think it was a wake-up call for us, which is good. You know, everyone needs that every now and then. So.
And we had a good preseason. We played good teams, so I think part of it was we didn't really expect them to come the way that they came at us. And, you know, we tried to do a lot of things, and I've seen our kids attack the ball as hard as any kid in any big conference. And in that match in particular, I remember Janelle, our number 10, hit an A so hard, like as hard as she's ever hit one, and it came off number 18's foot. It came off her foot, played right back to the setter, they transitioned for a kill. And so they were magic that day, and we just couldn't get anything going. And it, like she said, it is what it is, but we can't let that happen again. And it was a good wake-up call, because the focus in the gym has been very good since then.
Houston's got a player, Palmer, who came into today leading the conference in kills.
Yeah.
How much of your defensive approach is focused on her as opposed to defending the whole Houston offensive system?
Well, let me just say that Brooka leads the conference in kills because they don't distribute the ball like we do, A. B, from a defensive perspective, we know what she was going to do. We went into practice yesterday, watched the film on her and the team because they have other attackers, and we put Morgan in a place where she could dig balls, our block in a place where they could touch her and slow her down. She got her kills, but she didn't get up, you know, she didn't hurt us the way that she has hurt other teams. We were prepared.
Morgan's been Defensive Player of the Week 5 times this year, but you're holding opponents to, at least going into today, hitting 145, top 10 in the country.
Yep.
How much of it is Morgan and how much of it is, or what's the key to your defensive success this year?
Well, Morgan's a huge part of it, but we play amazing team defense. You know, we have a setter who not only leads the country in assists, but she's one of the best defensive setters in the country. In my opinion, this is one of the best, if not the best, libero in the country, and I've even heard that from Pac-12 coaches. Along with that, we play really good team defense, and everybody is in system in terms of the way that we play team defense. And everybody has bought in, and that's huge. And we can make adjustments in a timeout. We can play tip defense. We can pull that out. It just depends on how they're attacking us. So we're committed to team defense. We're committed to defense. That's been my fundamental basis for 20 years.
Our block is a big part of that too. We scare people and they err because they're scared to hit into our block. Which, I mean, we have big girls up there that jump high, so, you know, if I was a hitter, I'd be nervous going out to hit the ball. Yeah, you know, every once in a while.
For Morgan and Avery, when the final point was over, streamers start flying, music starts playing, you know you're at least co-champions with a few matches still to go. Can you sort of walk through what was going through your head, what the emotions were like?
I honestly didn't know that was gonna happen, so I was just in shock. And then you see
Yes.
the trophy coming out, and I'm like, what the heck? And I mean, it's a great feeling. I've never been in this situation, but I mean, it's awesome. I love it.
I think our focus going in, I think we knew that this would make us co-champions, but we didn't realize that this was going to be a big celebration day. We were just
Another
focused
game.
on revenge,
Yeah.
I guess. As a team, we were like, well,
Revenge
let's
is
just
good.
beat them. Let's just win. And then the streamers, and I kind of knew something was happening because our athletic director was there, our women, Monique was there, President Turner was
Yeah.
here, and I was like,
No
something's
idea.
going on.
Yeah.
But other than that, it wasn't big.
Mhm.
It was a surprise. It was a surprise.
And Coach, it's different for you. You've been here since there was no volleyball program.
Yeah.
You looked like you had tears in your eyes. Can you
I
walk
always have
through?
tears in
Well,
my
that's
eyes.
true. Can you walk through what it felt like for you, and just how far you've come?
I mean, I'm proud and I'm excited for this group. This group has worked harder collectively than any group that we've ever had. And I want it so much for them, because we talk about hard work and we talk about passion, we talk about commitment, we talk about being competitive all the time. And so I want so desperately for them to see that that does pay off if you stick with it. And for them to experience just a piece, and this is just a piece. We're not done yet. And that's why I haven't lost it. You know, emotionally, I was still with it because I recognize how good we are. And I know, and sometimes I think they get tired of me pressing them, but I raised the bar real high during the preseason. Once we beat San Diego and we start beating teams like that, I knew in my gut, and they laugh at me about statistics, but I study statistics across the country. And so when we're making these and we're doing what we're doing, I know how far we can go. So for me, yes, I was emotional, but there's so much emotion to come. We're not done yet. You know, we've got 5 matches or 4 matches, whatever the heck we've got left in the regular season, and that's just the next step. You know, so we're going to clinch this thing in a matter of time. By the time it's over, we're going to sit at Selection Sunday and we're going to listen to where our bid takes us and where we're seated, and then we're going to attack that, just like we've attacked the season. So, yeah, I'm emotional, I'm happy, but knowing that we're still on the road, I'm going to hold
We
it
don't
for
want
a
to share
while.
it. We
Yeah,
wanna get
we're not
rid
going to
of it.
share nothing. There's no sharing. That was over in kindergarten.
While we're on the topic of emotions, Avery, it's been a big week for you. Can you compare winning at least part of a conference championship to the news of getting into medical school?
They're completely different. I guess volleyball, you do have a mental aspect of the game, and you study the game, and you perform and you win, but it's a different kind of happy. Like, I'm happy now with volleyball, and, you know, I only have 4 more regular season games left. I mean, my volleyball career is coming to an end, and it's just extremely exciting to hear this morning that my mental career is just starting, that I'm going to be able to use my mind to help people, and I'm extremely, extremely excited.
She's going to be helping me.
You head to Connecticut Friday with
Yeah.
a chance to win the conference championship outright, which would then clinch your berth to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Is there any chance you're going to sleep between now and Friday? And
Oh, yeah.
What's that gonna feel like? What kind of emotions do you?
It's what she just said,
Anticipate.
we're not worried about it.
We're confident. We've been confident this whole season. We're gonna get there, and it's just one more game, and we're gonna win 4 more. So,
Yep. And we know that we have to sleep to do it. So we're gonna get some food, we're gonna get some sleep, and we're gonna take tomorrow to take a breath and enjoy, and then we're gonna get back to work Tuesday.